Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Jay and this is the Sims Addict, and today we are doing another speed build, and this is a island. I don't know, I haven't named it yet. It's like an island family kind of shack, but it's not necessarily it's not like downtrodden or anything. They have a little bit more money. It's on the sandier, beachier side of Sulani. We're going to be putting this and a family in my island living speed build, just kind of building up that other area that we haven't built up yet. So yeah, so the idea for this family is that it's a single mom living here with I think it's going to be a toddler boy. Yeah, it's a toddler. And she's got a really good job. So yeah, I don't necessarily know which job it will be. I might use one of the new ones from Discover University. So maybe she's like an engineer or a lawyer or something. I don't know. So here we're just working on the exterior first before we go inside. I wanted it to be a relatively simple shape, because this isn't the biggest lot, but I wanted to keep it simple. And this isn't a huge or like a long build today, just something quick. But yeah, I think it's effective. I think it turned out nice for what I wanted it for. So here is, before we got the update with the columns, you had to kind of do the columns raised up and then they intersect each other and it was glitching. So here I was able to utilize the new update for my first island build, and yeah, it looks really good. So over here we're kind of mapping out where we want the deck area out of the back. I didn't put anything crazy in like the jet skis, or I don't know what they're called in the game, because I think jet ski is a trademark term, so I don't know what they're called. I don't remember. But I didn't put anything like that out. I think I put like a floaty towards the end, and then there's some like outdoor living space, because I think it's kind of like, I thought it would be kind of funny that she would have this like amazing like house on the water, but like she works so much she barely like enjoys it. So yeah. I did include a lot of windows. I included these cats and dogs windows. I thought the like kind of light wood goes with the kind of island theme pretty well. They kind of like merge together pretty well, and especially because there's a lot of these big like picture windows and full length windows, but they don't look like extremely modern. And so I use a lot of those towards the back for like the views of the ocean. And I think that looks pretty nice. This kind of center bit, I made it look like it was two separate huts that they kind of added together. Like maybe these were like vacation huts or something like that. So right now working on the landscaping. I didn't do anything crazy. I just kind of tried to blend in the landscaping with the surrounding areas, put in a few of these like black volcanic rocks. And yeah, I think I kept the swing set. Yeah, I ended up keeping the swing set, put in a little picnic area out here. This wasn't a restricted build, so there are packs in here that aren't island living. You can see I used the umbrella from Get Together. And then I also sized up this light and raised that up to where it looks like it's hanging from the roof. And I still include like wall lights in the front, because that's so high up it basically doesn't light the floor. But yeah, I do get rid of this kind of wall thing because I don't think it looked right when it didn't have like a foundation or anything to like cling on to. But I do add some like over here. And then I think we got like a similar, I don't know what that plant's called. I think it's bougainvillea or something like that. Bougainvillea. So here you can see we got the the floor one is from Island Living, and then the wall one I think came from Jungle Adventure, and they kind of have similar swatches. So I think that's kind of nice if you have both of those. It looks like it's like on the ground, but then it creeps up. So over here you can see we're moving into the floor plan and kind of figuring out wallpapers and things like that. It's a 2-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms. Yeah, so I included on the one side is the bedrooms, and then there's a built-in bathroom for the master suite, and then there's a shared bathroom. Pretty good sized kitchen. Used these Parenthood countertops. I think the kitchen turned out really nice. I kind of had this like idea because a lot of the homes that I've built in Sulani, I've kind of kept with this like bright color, traditional like Polynesian kind of style. But this I wanted to go with a very basic beige kind of theme. So yeah, I think it kind of it fits the personality for the Sims that are gonna live here. I struggle to find usage for the circle windows if it's not like a colonial build or anything like that. But I kind of had this like, to the right of the screen is that big like circle window overlooking the ocean, and I kind of like that. It kind of, to me, having a house on the ocean, it kind of is like a modern way of having like a porthole type window or something like that, and I think it was kind of neat. It was kind of nice, like a basic way of doing that kind of thing. Like I didn't want to go overly nautical. I didn't want to go like any kind of stylized thing. It's just a very like, if you put a basic suburban house on the ocean in Sulani is kind of the idea that I was going for with this build. So yeah, here coming up we're going to have a little gap in between furnishing. For some reason my computer didn't, like right here, my computer stopped recording when I furnished the living room. So yeah, you could see a little bit of the living room just there. And again, it was just a simple style. You'll see more of it in the screenshots. I did include a treadmill in the living room because there wasn't much room in the bedroom for the mom, but I figured she would be like a type of person to get up, maybe meditate, run on the treadmill before work, that kind of thing. Kind of like a super parent. I did include pet stuff for a cat, I believe. Yeah, for a cat. And the cat will also be in the build. So here we're moving on to the bathrooms. I thought we were going in the son's room for a minute, but we're furnishing the bathrooms. They're just a simple 3x2 bathroom, kind of furnished the same way. Use base game fixtures and then the Parenthood sink that kind of matches the bathroom or the kitchen. The son's room, I went with this very like greeny blue kind of color scheme and just like odds and ends. I didn't do anything like crazy matchy, but I mean everything has like a cohesive like thing. I think the mom would probably be a lot less lax in terms of her basicness with her kids' room. So there's like the decals on the wall and like things like that. Twinkle lights on the wall that we're adding. So yeah, also another thing that I didn't include a lot of in this build, but you can see I included in the kids' room, was curtains, because I think for me personally, especially with how secluded this lot is, if you lived on this little peninsula and in this area, I don't feel like curtains, I think it would just obstruct your view. Some people are different. If this was like a crazy modern build, which I do have, like I think it's called a bachelor something on my channel, I included some of that because I figured it would be like an automatic, like you have a remote for the blinds or something, but I didn't think that this would be an ultra modern build. So yeah, just including some basic things out of the backyard, and I think we are finishing up and putting on lights and kind of decorating the front of the build. So with that, we will go into the screenshots and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.